Radio Democracy 98.1 FM Isa One Power with headlines to read them. The leader for the Sierra Leone People's Party, President Julius Madabio, say then go make sure say then party go for the third term where this is say now the first now the history of Sierra Leone democracy. The program they continue in this term will they come to with studio guest and for welcome now we want for welcome the outgoing publicity secretary for the Sierra Leone People's Party, we now Lahai Laurence Lema. We go can give updates about the ongoing national delegate conference of the Sierra Leone People's Party, where they carry on right now at the Bintumani International Conference Center. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, my brother, and thank you for having me.
Lahai Laurence Lema, now the outgoing national publicity secretary, after we it don't take about 10 years we occupied the office day as national publicity secretary. But this BNTM, then through one press release from the Sierra Leone People's Party, we indicate that the tenure of office don't come to an end. We mean say the party they prepare for all the national delegates conference where they carry on right now the Bintumani International Conference Center. Well, for get update but how the conference don't tell since yesterday to today, make we get the national publicity secretary for the Sierra Leone People's Party outgoing Lahai Laurence Lema. Good morning again and welcome to the program.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
Well, before we go into the conference where they carry on right now the SLPP, the Bintumani International Conference Center, you don't occupy the office as national publicity secretary of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Now we do a reflection how you be Talek doing the tenure as publicity secretary.
Well, I come in as publicity secretary after a compulsory retirement from the army. 2 years after that, after we at the law school, and the law school exams not been favorable, so I forgot about that and can't join the party. That was in 2015. And then from then and day, we start for work for the party. We Honorable Musa Tambasam be actually the guide we would assist with media work. Me, Dwight K. Sheriff, Justin Johnny, Emerson Kamara, a good number of the young boys, Mohamed Elba. So now we, Honorable Musa Tambasam, actually been the train. So from 2015, we don't around the party, we don't provide service where late Honorable Musa Tambasam die. Then the party national delegate, executive council being there for filling that gap or that vacancy with me by recommending me for filling that vacancy. And from then period and day, I done the act till we go Kenema in 2017 where they officially go for elect me as the public relations officer of the party. From there, in 2021 we go Nabo. We also get my second term in office. And the kind of office at the time we were in opposition where there was this myth that APC not only gone the pull and power, but we believe say within a democracy. And when within an army, the part of the training we get with the British IMAT them now for like we able for understand say in a civilian governance system the role of the military now for protect democracy, protect the people, protect the state. And you cannot protect democracy if you don't know the principles guiding democracy, and if you don't know your role as a soldier, how they come in for protect democratic principles or democratic processes in a country, or even how for protect the state. So we come in at a time where we don't get our own wealth of experience at our own levels. And so that myth for them, they say, oh no, now only barrel go pull APC in power. We believe say no. In a democracy, it goes side by side with the application of the rule of law. And as much as you're able to conduct yourself well as opposition, you're able to pick on the vices or bad policies of government, and you're able to articulate that well in line with the laws, constitutional provisions, especially as provided for in Section 35, 1 and 2 of the Constitution. You're able to market your party well, not only among the voters, but even among international, the views of international community by picking up bad policies of government and also talking for your people. I think you're able to make a headway for like you're able to see your political party kind of power without the use of gun. So now that kind of period and they will come, but it was really tough. I then 10 and day. Sometimes you get so much for talk, your voice is been suppressed. But at the end of the day, we've been believing one thing, because we come at a time where social media also day. So if I'm not able to say a lot of things where I'll be able to say on the media at a time, on electronic media, I will most take my time for that's the party. The party become very attractive in the eyes of the electorate. We able to win elections for 2 consecutive times.
10 years of service.
Yeah.
You satisfied with what you able to do so for that particular office? As soon as the mouthpiece for take the message of the Sierra Leone People's Party to the last person at the last mile.
Yeah, sure. I do my best, and I feel say quite right across this country. My voice go right across in terms of articulating the philosophy, principles, and programs of this party. If we don't come to a point now where say a lot of dissension been done at the party, where the one voice who people have always been hopeful, be hope for Yeri na Lahai, Laurence, Lema at the time. Everybody waiting Lema don't say today, Lema don't say today. So at least this voice here within them period, and they don't become the voice of hope for the Sierra Leone People's Party. We're able to manage then cracks, then they will be there within the party till we're able to come together again. We will all able to speak to them with one voice.
For anybody who is going to mainstream politics, I mean, at the end of the day, they expect to get a reward, whether it be for national or for personal. Your reward after these 10 years, we don't serve the Sierra Leone People's Party, satisfied with your reward?
Yeah, because every service when you are called to, it's because you've been God don't propose you for make you really serve. And for me, it's serving. It's about a fulfillment of purpose, and I feel satisfied because that purpose for which I was given that job, I able to fulfill them, not only for my own personal conviction, but I do them for the glory of God. Because in as much as you are serving you people, and you serve them with the fear of God, and they're able to appreciate the service that you give them. For me, yes, I feel satisfied, and I feel satisfied beyond the fact say do them because a service of purpose. I feel satisfied because the general membership of the Sierra Leone People's Party really appreciate the service we provide for this party.
This being said, the party will pull a press release where indicates that not tenure as in our office don't come to an end, and the party they prepare for all the delegates conference where they carry on now the Bintumani International Conference Center. We can't talk about the conference proper one, but again back to your office at the time you are publicity secretary of the Sierra Leone People's Party. What are some of the things that you think say then go remember like Laurence Lema Yani Jr. for?
Loyalty to the party, commitment, dedication to service. I feel say done the essential pillars them we me people and remember me for, or the people of Sierra Leone remember me for, and yes, I feel say anything in the Sierra Leoneans or the Sierra Leone People's Party and Sierra Leoneans in generally remember me for, and also at the time we APC be they take certain decisions, then we then a power, we then be they take certain decisions that we feel say it will democratically affect we, especially the one that we actually do around the laws. We able to make sure say we articulate the one in the whether in writing or in speech, and I want to say some of the efforts that will be put together in terms of writing. The then government be the listener, so they are not forcing their way, because once we able for touch on the whether in writing or in talking, then they listen and then will go ahead with them, and so that able for help and manage the democratic space way.
Some of them talk in their writings that they prove any dividend.
Now they tell you say then be they listen them, because there was this issue of more time where they come up, we take with time for do articles them, talk around them. At least then they will get to a point where it dissipates. The conversations are not in the atmosphere anymore.
Okay. The party don't start the National Delegates Conference yesterday, and they continue today. We can look at which is some of the activities that we get for happen today. But back yesterday, take me through some of the things that will happen inside the first day of the National Delegates Conference of the Sierra Leone People's Party.
Well, first to be talk about expiration of tenure, we probably need for also clarify that, because there was a whole lot of misconceptions about we mandate coming to an end, and therefore, for in the first place, in fact, the impression we been painted firstly was all of us were not going into that hall. But respectfully, we take with time for read the constitutional provisions, even though at some stage some provisions that may we have not been get a clear understanding about her. But we're able to put we touch them together. We some people them we very knowledgeable in the provisions of the law, able for divorce the misunderstanding will be get about them provisions, and they will be able for provide clarity in we mind on them provisions, then they were able for even going to the hall as former national officers, how them put them. But as I speak here, I am still the extant national PRO of the party until one is elected today, and after the first inaugural meeting, may office cease for exist, or every other national officer in office cease for exist. So that now the whole concept about this issue of whether we office be done end or office not be done end, because when you go under Article 21 of the party, 2 talks about national officers for whole party, for whole position for at least 3 years.
Okay.
But then say they also talk say except otherwise. This except otherwise, basically if you go expansively into them provisions there, they talk about first of all from zonal, regional, up to regional level.
Okay.
We at that National Executive Council we then present list of elected candidates or officials them to the neck from that period the previous executives and tenure be not expire. We not apply to national officers as espoused in Article 4 B1 of the Constitution. We mean say as a speaker I'm still the extant PRO, and all other national officers are extant until others are elected today, and at the first inaugural meeting, then offices then will hold finally expires.
Before you can talk about the delegates conference with the carry on right now, you talk about say some kind of misunderstanding or misconception may take place with regard to a tenure of office. But this not a press release where we come out from a party. It's a neck meeting where una be there and other national officers then be there where then take this decision that una tenure of office don't come to an end.
The tenure of office of national executive,
Yeah.
that was not saying national officers. Even though we need for whole office for 3 years, but then we are elected at the National Delegate Conference, which is clearly stated here.
So what's not the difference between the national executive and that of the national?
That will be the outline. Even it clearly spelled out here. It talks about from zone, constituency, region, and constituency, district, and regional executives. Now then form up executive at that level, where we get the National Executive Council meeting, outside and been dissolved that then your executive, and then accept delegate list, and also adopt the new regional offices then we then be done elect, and also the all other executive position from zonal level up to the regional level where they may get for adopt, pending approval of the National Delegate Conference where they go on now. We know some of the adoptions and done yesterday we then do now the conference.
Okay, so back to the question of the delegate conference where they happen now. Take me through the first day of the conference. What are some of the things that will be happen?
Well, like yesterday, waiting me done the happen administrations. Also, the chairman of the party gave a comic statement. Especially when in order run again, he made a farewell statement yesterday. In the course of making a farewell statement, also he gave for clear certain issues than like we are declared here to today. We even go further for also explain say he's the extant chairman de facto and de jure. So for sure say the issue of executive tenure be don't come to an end, not being applied to national officers of the party. So after that, the Secretary General is supposed to can read up the statement for also give an account of his stewardship for the last period where we serve the party for to the delegates them we now the biggest body that one day we being elect we national officers them we being assembled under yesterday again for also elect the new set of national officers, and of course statements then be followed even with the national leader we been go also make statement. Then after then in the close of his statement we been going for go back now, Nado, everybody. Then the delegates then go for coming for start the voting. So yesterday in that meeting, because I need to clarify this, because this was yesterday in the full view of the media and also the public, and I not be actually know waiting up in the thinking yesterday, but there were issues, because when we say delegate conference, with all due respect to all of we different positions than where we hold at the party, but a delegate conference in which all members are present, every member gets responsibility or under due obligations for observe the process and make sure say a pick any mistake we will cause any legal issues for the party, for pick them up and make sure say we correct the mistakes then they.
Okay.
So if you check yesterday where the Secretary General in the course of giving a report, whether it was out of inadvertence or because of work pressure sometimes, he cited a provisions of the Constitution. We talk about Article 48, but the entire Constitution stops at Article 23. Okay. So whether that was an oversight, I tried for pick that up yesterday, because we were on the full view of the public, and we Constitution a public document in our people in hand.
Okay.
And you not get for allow that kind serious mistake they go on, where anybody can pick them up tomorrow and disadvantage whatever would they do under or not, or get any issue for create problem for whatever would they do under yesterday.
Well, we can look into some of them concerns and the proper one. The program, Good Morning Salon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM in name. Now, Lahai Laurence Lema Yani Jr. in the outgoing National Publicity Secretary for the Sierra Leone People's Party. We'll